rest up if you like and get your weights in your hands, and we will go ahead and lie back and get ready for footwork with weights. And I have planned what should be hopefully a 30-minute class. I have 3 exercises per block. So let's start Pilates V, toes on, heels together, arms long for a second, and then just bend at the elbows, have the palms face each other, anchor that tailbone on your first inhale, press your carriage out, extend the arms straight up towards the ceiling, exhale to come back in, resisting those springs. Inhale out, exhale back. Pull those abdominal muscles in towards your spine, down towards the mat. Keep some freedom in your low back area, but keep that tailbone nice and heavy, rib cage nice and heavy, back of the neck nice and long, and shoulders down, shoulder blades gliding down the back. Keep those heels together, feel those inner thighs kind of pulling together as you extend. Couple more here. And then come halfway back in, and let's just take some little pulses, just in and out, nice and quick, nice and easy. Feeling that in your quads a little bit, keeping those heels together and some space between the toes. Go all the way out on your next inhale. Come back in on the exhale, and let's go wide on the heels, as wide as you can. So a little bit of external rotation in those hips. Bring the weights up above your chest with the palms facing each other. Inhale, press out, open into those chest flies. Exhale, coming in. So that scoop and that lift from the pelvic floor out through the crown of your head are going to help you resist those springs on the way back in. Elbows soft. When you bring those hands together, keep your collarbones wide. So you're wide across the chest, wide across the upper back, flat across the front of that pelvis. Lifting from that pelvic floor the whole time. Looks good, everybody looks good. Couple more here. And then just come halfway in and take those little short pulses again. In and out, breathing nice and easy. You can hold the arms still if you'd rather, or you can take little pulses there. Feel those shoulder blades underneath you. And then next inhale takes you all the way out. Exhale, you glide back in, feet on the arches, wrapped around the bar, legs squeezed all the way together. Kind of press those heels down under the foot bar, and let's extend the arms, palms up, and go into bicep curls as you press out. So wrap those feet. You want to press the heels down so you get a nice crease in the front of that ankle when you come in. Inner thighs are working, inner legs are working to hold those legs together. Heavy ribs, feel that. The base of the ribs, feel the ribs sort of gently pulling together through the whole class. Nice. No tension in that throat. A little air in the armpits. There you go. And then come halfway in and just take little baby pulses in and out, in and out. Using those abs and that tailbone and that spine to help keep some of the weight out of the legs. Nice, and you can go all the way out and come all the way back in, and just put your weights off to the side. Grab your blue ball, put your headrest flat, and that blue ball will go between your inner thighs. You can put it between your knees. If you have knee problems, you might want to move it up a little bit into those inner thighs. We're going to stay on the arches of the feet, extend those arms long, and we're going to go into some bridging. So simple bridge to begin with. Inhale on the exhale, gently squeezing that ball, articulate one bone at a time up into that bridge. Stay up there for a minute and check your alignment here. The back of the neck is long, the weight is on the backs of the shoulders. You feel lengthened in those hip flexors. Your tailbone is curled a tiny bit under so that you're not arching in that low back. Take another inhale, slowly roll down, one bone at a time. Reach those sit bones long to create space between the vertebra all the way down. As soon as that tailbone hits, completely relax the legs for a second. Inhale, exhale, rolling back up. This time we're going to stay up there, so abs are in, squeezing that ball for 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, 6, and 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Push your bridge back up a little bit. If it dropped a little bit on that inhale, and then exhale, articulate down. Sit bones reaching towards your heels. Resist coming down, nice. And relax for a second when everything hits the mat. Rolling back up. This time we're gonna take little hip lifts. So you're gonna lift the right hip up and then the left hip up. So you're squeezing that ball right and left. Keep breathing. Try not to let the pelvis drop down. Keep the spine up off the mat. So you're like your pelvis is like a little marble dropping into a bowl. It goes down the side and up the other, down the side and up the other. Couple more here as you're breathing, easy in the neck and shoulders. When you're even right to left, come back to your bridge, nice and still. Inhale, exhale, last roll down. Make it a good one, all the way down, slow, slow, slow. Awesome, and take the ball off, put it to the side. You can extend your legs up, get a quick hamstring stretch. You can do the number 4 stretch, when cross one ankle over the other. You can pull in through that inner thighs, or you can straighten the bottom leg, whatever you need to do to get the hamstrings and the hips stretched out a little bit. And then we are going to move to one red and one blue spring, so carefully sitting up to switch your springs. You can put your headrest back up if you would like, and you're gonna put your hands into the short loops, short loops for arms and abs. So we're just gonna start with a really simple progression, just one. So arms up, legs are in tabletop. Make sure you've got that 90-degree angle from hips to knees. On the inhale, I want you just to pull your arms down towards the mat, then curl up in the rib curl, and then extend your legs out to 45 degrees. Now have some air in your armpits here, open those collarbones wide. We're gonna do the reverse to get back down. So inhale, exhale, legs to tabletop, head goes down, arms float up. Excellent, all in one piece now, all together, smooth move. Inhale, exhale, scoop the belly, roll up, curl up, extend those legs, press into those loops with your hands, and then roll back down all in one piece. Exhale again, coming up, scooping the belly in and up, easy in that neck, and roll back down. And we're gonna roll back up. Stay up, flex the elbows, and go into tricep presses. Exhale, press to extend the arms, inhale, flex. If you want to, if you need more stability, you can keep your elbows on the mat. Try to keep the fingers long if you can. Nice. If you want a little more in the triceps, you hover those elbows above the mat. Anybody with any neck issues, put your head down. If your head is down, you don't want your legs to be too low. Couple more, nice. And then just rest back, head down, arms up, knees in. Put your feet on the foot bar for a second. Let your knees go one way, head go the other for a second. Take that stretch to both sides, and we'll do one more thing here. Back to tabletop, arms up. Feel how the ropes help you scoop your belly because you're resisting against those springs. Inhale, exhale, curling up, legs to 45 degrees. Hold it there, just bicycle the legs. Inhale and exhale. You can do inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, or you can do one inhale and then exhale as you switch legs. Whatever breathing you want, use the ropes to help you keep that rib curl so you're folded right where the bottom of your sports bra would be. Easy in that chin. Hold your peach between your chin and your chest. There you go. Take a couple straight leg scissors. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bend the knees, find the foot bar, head back, arms up. Take a breath, anything you need to do to stretch. And we are going to put the short box, you hang up your loops, put the short box on just in front of your shoulder rest in one red spring. We're gonna do some basic planking here. So you will be kneeling on your mat with your forearms on that box and your toes will be on the wood. So you can have your, if you like your fists, if you like your hands clasped together, or just on your hands or on your elbows, whatever feels comfortable to you. Just make sure that your shoulders are over your elbows or your wrist. Pull those bellies in, lift your knees, and press out into a plank on your inhale, and just hold it for a second here. If you've got straight arms, make sure you're not locking in those elbows. Have your nice Japanese bridge shape through that spine, looks beautiful. Drop your chin just a hair, Shannon, so that, there you go, so the back of the neck is nice and long. On your next exhale, put your knees down and slowly let that carriage move back. Just drop your head over for a minute, relax your shoulders for a second. Nice, and when you're ready, we're going right back out, and we're gonna flex the knees in and out. So inhale, exhale, press out, abs are pulling up, bend those knees in, exhale, press out. Inhale, draw them in, exhale, press, scoop the belly the whole time. Feel energy running from head to tail, almost like a torpedo as you press out. You're very connected in all parts of the body. Go ahead and place the knees down when you're ready and sit back for a little mini stretch. Let your head go if you can. Keep that tension out of the neck and the shoulders. Last thing is going to be the pike. So when you're ready, take an inhale, exhale to go out. And you're going to lift those hips. There's a string on your tailbone. I'm going to pull that up to the ceiling, and then you reach back out. Make sure when you lengthen out from this pike that you don't drop that pelvis too low. Inhaling to lift, abs flattening as you reach out. Opposite energy lines through that spine, through the inner thighs, out through the heels, out through the crown of the head. A couple more here. And then when you're ready, you can rest back. And this time you can take a little bit longer stretch. Let those arms hang out over the box if you can. Get the forehead on the box. Take a big breath there. And we are going to leave the box right where it is and come to the mats. And we're going to lie down on our backs with the heads towards the springboards. You're going to put your feet in the leg straps. So if you need to, ultimately you're going to be holding that roll down bar and you'll be arms distance away from your springboard. But if you need to be a little closer to get your feet in the straps, that's up to you. Yeah, you know, if you need to move, yeah, let me move these out. Some people need more space here. Nice. Sorry?
I don't think I'm that person.
I'm not either. So once you get in there, you can hold on to that roll down bar. You can leave your arms here the whole time if you want. You're going to flip those legs up to 90. Make sure you're not gripping that roll down bar with your hands. Just kind of press your hands up against it if you can. And exhale, lower the legs. We're just going to lift and lower so you can find that anchor in the pelvis, stability in the pelvis. If you want your arms by your side, that's fine. With the leg springs, it's harder to stabilize that pelvis than it is on the reformer, so you have the option of holding on to that roll down bar if you don't grip it. Has to be helping you, not adding extra work. Nice. So let's try to keep the legs together here for the first few. And you want to stay flat in the front of that pelvis. If you need a tiny bit of an imprint in your spine to keep that tailbone down, if you need to engage those obliques a little bit, it's okay to do that with your feet in the loops. And then let's just go ahead and separate the legs a little bit and go ahead and lower and lift. So they're still in parallel, but you're going to see if one side has to work a little harder than the other side. Nice. Try to kind of send energy out through those heels. I know it's hard to, you got to keep those loops on your feet. There you go. And exhale. Next time your legs are low, bring them all the way together again and leave them low as you can go, so they're sort of hovering above the mat without compromising your pelvis. So it needs to stay flat on the front, tailbone anchored. See if you really can flex through the feet this time. You're just going to take a little leg float. The right leg only is going to open a little bit out to the side. On the exhale, you pull it back in. Are you sore? The other side?
Dying over here.
What's happening?
I'm just dying because I've done this in my classes all week.
Oh, you're kidding. These are so hard. Draw back in. They look like nothing, but they're so hard. So this becomes a full body exercise here, especially if you have your arms up overhead. So you want to feel that energy from the soles of your feet up through the legs, up through the pelvic floor into your core. Just take one more on each side, and then just pull your knees in for a minute. Take a little bit of a break.
Legs are heavy.
I know, leg springs are heavy, aren't they? I love them though, they're great.
They're so good.
Okay, so we're just gonna do two more things here, and the last one is kind of a feel-good one. So go ahead and just extend your legs out towards about 45 degrees, and we're gonna take half circles. So let the right leg go out and up, and then when the left leg goes, the right leg's gonna retrace what it just did. So it's like an oscillating fan blade, right? Inhale, and Paige, just do whatever you want to do.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So don't cross the midline. I know that's helicopter, but let's just do just the parentheses. So just open and together, and then open and together. Can I touch you?
Mhm.
So just this one, just open and over there. There you go. And then when you're ready, just take your circles forward each direction. They can't be too wide here because of the space. If you want to use some external or internal rotation in the hips, please do, because everything else that we did in these springs was in parallel. So you choose. Nice stability in the pelvis. When you start doing the circles, you really have to focus on that. Don't let those springs pull your tailbone up. And always check to make sure there's no tension in your neck and your throat. And when you're done with those, you can carefully come out of the springs. And I'm going to have you sit on your box just as it is. Spring is already correct. Just sit on your box facing the front, and you will get your short loops into your hands. And we're going to do some front rowing. So how I would like you to sit for the first few exercises with your ankles crossed and the sides of your feet on the mat and your legs relaxed. So you're going to keep yourself out of your quads and your hip flexors here. You're going to use your core muscles to sit nice and tall the whole time. So palms up, elbows back, wrists kind of by your hips. Just exhale, press out, open with the palms up, exhale back to the front, inhale back to the start. So the offering. So this is going to work the upper body, chest and back, but you're also working your abs and your back muscles because you're sitting nice and tall. You're going to melt those shoulder blades down your back. Relax those legs. Everybody looks great. Keep those palms up. Just take one more. Inhale up and don't let those arms go back too far. And then just rest the palms down. Arms straight with the palms facing each other. I'm losing my ability to talk here. And you're just going to open your arms out to the side and take little bitty circles. Inhale and exhale from each circle. So here, if you want to, you can let the arms go back behind the body if it's not pulling too much on the fronts of your shoulders. And then just reverse those circles. Inhale and exhale. Use that breath. Exhale is going to keep you engaging those abs and help you pull that spring weight with those hands and arms. And when you're even, just rest for a second. You're going to place your feet flat. You're going to hinge forward from the hips. You're going to make your diamond with your forefingers and your thumbs and place that behind your head. If you have shoulder issues, you place that diamond in front of your head on your forehead. Hinge forward, flat back, belly in. Exhale, press up. With those arms, inhale, fold back down. Exhale, abs and arms, extend. Nice. So we're working the backs of the arms, lengthening through the back. Make sure when you're hinging forward, you have not popped those ribs out. There you go. A couple more here. Press. Straight. And press. One more. And then just relax that. Hang up your loops. We're going to come to your chair. And we're going to set up for mermaid. So you're on one spring on a number 4. You're just going to sit. I'm going to demonstrate. So let's face the front of the studio. You're going to bend the leg that's closest to the pedal just across the front of the chair. If that doesn't feel good for your hip or your knee, just let that lower leg hang down. And then you want the other leg a little bit in front of the hip, flat on the floor if you can, and you're just going to place the hand on the pedal in front of your shoulder. You don't want it behind your shoulder. Scoop here, exhale, easy. Lengthen through that spine and press over. So you want to lengthen through both sides of the waist. So think that you're going over a big stability ball with the side that's reaching towards the pedal, and then control that pedal coming back up and just exhale go the other way. So now the stability ball's on this side. So you want to go up and over. And then inhale up, exhale up and over. Shoulders melt down, abs pull in even here. Keep going. Feel that nice stretch. And then inhale up, exhale in the other direction. Nice. Head just goes with your neck and the spine. Up and over. And this time we're going to stay. You're going to very carefully, while you're holding that pedal down, Put your other hand on, open the other hand wide, so your hands are spaced to the far edges of that pedal. So while you're here, think for a minute, pull your belly back. You're pulling your waist to the back wall, you're pulling back in your chest, so you're getting a big opening in the upper back between those shoulder blades, and your neck is long, the top of your head is heavy. So just lift up a little bit, lengthening out through the crown of the head, opening that chest like you would in a swan, and then pull the belly back, pull the chest in, and round back over. One more time, inhale, lengthen that up, melt the shoulder blades down, and then round back over, and then carefully with that pedal, move the hand back to the front starting position, twist right into your mermaid side bend, lifting that other arm up, slowly coming up, and exhale, go the other way. Awesome. And then we'll take that on the other side. So just making sure legs in front of the hip a little bit, pedal arm is in front of the shoulder, exhale, press, abs pulling in. Nice. And inhale up, exhale up, and over to the other side, like water coming out of a fountain through that spine. Couple more like this. You can go at your own pace. You can go with the rhythm of your own breath. And after you do 2 more, you go into that twist, being careful not to let that pedal jump up as you separate those hands. That's good. And you get taller every time you come through the center, right? Every time you come up, you've grown another 1/4 of an inch. So like everyone's even timing, so spread the hands now. So you've got a twist in your spine, and you want to pull that belly back to protect that spine in that twist. Inhale, slowly let the pedal come up, open that chest towards the mirror, and round back over. Make sure you're leading with the crown of your head and that you don't pick your chin up. Hold your peach with that chin, so the chest is lifted, but there's no hyperextension in the back of that neck. And then when you're ready, you can come back to your mermaid. So that takes a lot of control right there to switch that hand, twist from the base of that spine into that mermaid. Nice, come up, and exhale over the other way. Great. Okay, we're just gonna change to long box. You don't have to change the springs. And work the back body a little bit here. So you know how to get on, like getting on a surfboard, hand, 5, so your legs stay straight the whole time, you're not gonna kneel on that thing. So head down into the well, belly on. Choke up on your ropes, go ahead and lift them off the post. So you can hold the tape part or wherever you can reach up for a minute, just drop your head all the way over. Separate your legs a little bit. We're just going to go easy on the low backs today. Belly button's going to pull up like you're lying on a thumbtack. Pubic bone's going to press down. You're going to have long arms sweeping along the wooden sides of the reformer as you pull those straps back. You can lift into neutral spine. You can stay in neutral spine as you lift the head. Or if you're okay with your back, you can come into a little bit of extension, of hyperextension in that back and lifting the chest. So you want to do that by using the resistance of those springs, those straight arms pulling the ropes are going to help you lengthen your spine forward to lift up. Belly up, pubic bone down. Use your inhale to extend. Use your exhale to round over the box, but don't lose that abdominal engagement as you round over the box. Next time you're up, stay up there. Exhale, staying up, and go into your tricep presses. So just bend at the elbow, exhale, press. If this gets to be too much on your back or your neck, go into neutral spine. Otherwise, you can hold your extension. Nice. Perfect. So the upper arm is not moving. Just flexing at the elbow, extending. Don't overextend the elbows into any kind of locked position. One more. And then just drape over the box for a second. Go ahead and hang up your loops. We're going to swim on the box with no straps, no resistance. So just make your body in the shape of an X or Superwoman. So I like to do these legs apart, arms wide, so you can keep your collarbones open. Face is looking down, you're focused at the floor. Inhale, reach the right arm and the left leg out and slightly up. and then exhale back down. Other side, lengthen and lift and lower. You can stay at this pace. If you want to speed it up and go into a quick little flutter kick, you can. This is a full body exercise focused on the back body, but you're using your abdominal muscles to hold this position and protect your back. In and X, right, with the breathing. So whether you're going slow or fast, you want to keep that breathing. And then just relax over the box. Just hang there for a second, let that head drop all the way down. Feel how heavy that head is. Back of the neck needs to lengthen out, arms need to relax and stay soft. Okay, we're going to come off carefully, because you just had your head hanging down, so scoop those legs off to the side and you're gonna come to your chair. And we're just gonna do some planking and a couple simple push-up progressions on the chair. So you might need to adjust your mat so your feet can be on your mat the whole time. Okay. So you're gonna stand a little bit in front of your chair in parallel, feet hip distance apart. Inhale up, scoop the belly as you dive forward, leading with the top of the head. You're gonna get the hands on the pedal and press it all the way down. Once it's down there, you're gonna step your right foot back into a plank and your left foot back into a plank. And you've gotta hold that pedal down and just hold this for 1 second, breathing in and out. Watch those elbows. We have a hyperextended elbow person. And then walk your feet in. You can take as many steps as you need. Control that pedal as you roll back up. Scooping in the belly, articulate through the spine. Don't come all the way up. Keep your hands on the pedal. Just lengthen out into a flat back and press back over. Should have told you that sooner. Walk out into your plank, one leg at a time. And just take 2 push-ups. Pressing down and up. And down and up. Walk those feet back in. You're just going to come part way up with your pedal, rounding up, 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 and then you go into your flat back, a little bit of extension, almost like we're doing little cat-cows on here, and then press back down. This time, take 3 arm presses of the pedal. Pull the belly up, flex the elbows, exhale, press it down. Inhale, flex, exhale, press it down. Inhale, flex, exhale, press it down. Hold it down, walk back out, 1 leg at a time. 3 push-ups this time. 1, up. Whatever you want, elbows out, elbows in, whatever feels good for you. And walk the feet back in, take those 3 presses 1 more time. Flex and press, head is nice and heavy. And then this time, roll up a little bit, come into your flat back, just hold that for a second and breathe. And exhale, round back over. 3 arm presses, press 1 and 2. And 3, pull that belly up away from that pedal, lift up, lengthen through that spine, and then you can slowly let the pedal come up, but stay rounded over from your waist. So your arms are dangling, the top of the head is still rounded forward. You can let go of your pedal and let your arms swing, just those little pendulum swings. And you can do little circles from the shoulder, just little ragdoll arms, shake your head no. Easy behind those knees. And then just let everything be still. Take a big inhale, and let's think about the roll up. So you're gonna use your abs to help you roll up. You're gonna press into the feet. You can start to straighten the knees as the pelvis is over the legs, but you're gonna let the top of the head and the fingertips resist coming up. So you come up slowly, so you don't get dizzy, and then all the bones and body parts are stacked up in the right place. And then just inhale, arms up. Exhale. Nice job, ladies. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good job.
I know.
I think that was about 30, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
you're good.
Feel like
All
I
right,
need to
hit
sit
all the
down and
blocks.
take some notes real quick.
What?
I just learned some new stuff today. That was awesome.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I think I hit
It's
the
a great
blocks.
workout.
yeah, it was great. Plus, it's nice for me to be reminded how heavy those leg springs are.
Oh, I could not stop laughing.